Welcome to the Excess Energy Plant, where all of the excess for the Western Hemisphere is produced out of Ada, Michigan. I'm Aaron Madigan, and I'll be your host. A few years ago, Amway decided to insource excess into Ada, Michigan. This allows us to control our supply chain, control our quality, and make sure we weren't disrupting the market for our customers. At the beginning of the process, you're standing in our inbound warehouse. This inbound warehouse, while it may be empty right now because we run so many cans, will hold 12 million cans at any one time. One pallet of cans will hold 10,548 cans on it, and to put it into perspective, 12 million cans will last me a total of 1.5 months. Excess Manufacturing in Ada, Michigan services the Western Hemisphere. We produce for Canada, United States, and the Latin American system. Of the 85 million units we are projecting to produce this year, 79.1 million of those units will be consumed in the United States. 3.2 million units will be consumed in Canada, and 1.2 million units will be serviced in Latin American system. Now you're standing in our mix area. This is where we keep all of our raw materials, to include our juices, potassium sorbates, sucraloses, citric acids, etc. Everything that comes in here is tested by our quality assurance group to ensure we have the same level of consistency in all of our batches. And in this operation, we are kosher certified. Now, what does that mean? It means at frequency, a local rabbi will come in to ensure that we are using raw materials from an approved supplier. If we have that and we are able to maintain that, we boast that kosher certification on all of our cans. We are currently not organic or halal certified in this operation, something that we are looking to do in the future. Behind me, in these 650-pound green drums, we house our juices. These are used for juice products exclusively, and they contain pear juice, apple juice, and your carrot juices. And this next part's gonna blow your mind. And this pallet to my left on the floor, or a full pallet of Summit, will render me 120,000 cans. And that seems like a lot, but this one pallet mixed with 95% water will render those cans. And because water is our largest raw material, we need to make sure we're taking care of that. It's gonna get a little bit loud in here, but as you can see, we run our city water through a water softener, carbon tower, and UV filter. When we originally had cooperative manufacturer produce our excess for us, there were a lot of complaints about product being off taste. This allows us to ensure consistency in all that we make. And now in our water treatment area, I have a massive 8,000 gallon or 30,000 kilogram RO tank. Because water is what we use the most, we need to make sure that we were circulating that at frequency. Behind me on the floor is our mixed proof manifold. This one-of-a-kind system allows me to make a batch into my tank on the right, run my packaging line on the tank in the middle, and clean the tank on the left, all at the same time without ever disconnecting a hose. So in theory, we have eliminated human error in this mix operation. And as we transition now from the mix area to the most automated line at Amway, I'm gonna show you what we invested all of this money in. This is the most automated equipment you can buy in the industry. It does a great job. And behind me is a Present depalletizer. So as I mentioned at the beginning, every pallet of cans holds 10,548 cans on it, but I need to be able to get those off the pallet and onto the conveyor. And that's what this piece of equipment does. As cans discharge from the depalletizer onto a mass conveyance system, you're gonna notice I have food zone covers over every can. The idea behind this is quality focused. If I ever have a roof leak, I'm never concerned about quality of my cans being contaminated. Behind me, you're gonna notice I have 10,548 cans on one pallet. My filler runs 30,000 units an hour. So basic math tells me I need just shy of 3 full pallets to keep this line running. My warehouse driver will place cans on the pallets and he will leave and go do something else. You're about to walk through a very lean operation. Cans transition now onto a conveyance system. You're gonna notice that we're gonna have single file our cans as we fill them. Behind me is our ModiFill 44 valve filler 6-head seamer. Produces an astonishing 500 units a minute, 30,000 units an hour, and roughly 500,000 cans per day. And once I place the lid on my can, to make sure I've achieved target fill height, I need to figure out a way to do that. To my left here is a check mat, which shoots a laser through my can to tell me I've achieved target fill height. If I have not, that can will discharge. And the next part of the process, I'm gonna invert my can. But why would I do that? Two main reasons. I need to place a date code on the bottom of my can, and if I have a lid failure, I want to capture that complaint in-house instead of sending that to our customers. So this part of the process, I'm going to walk you through our pasteurizer. In excess manufacturing, you produce 3 base SKUs. That's your blast flavors, your burn flavors, and your juice flavors. When I'm running a juice flavor, my Federal Process Authority and the FDA requires me to achieve a level of pasteurization, or 160 degrees Fahrenheit for a minimum of 5 minutes. And this right here is our can coater. In this part of the process, we're going to apply a lot code or a date code on the bottom of the can to let our customers know when we're close to expiration. And at this part of the process, my cans will have traveled upside down for 45 minutes. To ensure that I have achieved my target fill height, I have another check mat which will shoot a laser through my can to make sure I haven't lost any product along the way. And once I've cleared the check mat, I'm clear to package. Notice my conveyor belt is getting a little bit wider. That allows for additional accumulation. Now we're at the variable packer, or Vario Pack for short. This runs at 50 cases per minute, which is actually faster than my filler roll runs. This will slow itself down at speed to keep the line moving. And at the beginning of the process here, we have our trays being pulled off of a magazine onto an incline guide. From here, my cans will continue to transition into the Vario Pack. My trays meet my cans right here. I'm gonna form my tray around my can. I'm gonna add glue. I'm gonna fold my trays. I'm gonna add a code. I'm also gonna add shrink wrap. From here, my cases are gonna travel into a heating tunnel, which will allow me to adhere that shrink film. As cases transition from the heating tunnel to the palletizer, you're gonna notice a significant amount of volume along the conveyance system. This is a lot of product. And with all of that product, I need to be able to get that to our customers. Behind me is our palletizer. This allows me to place 224 cases per pallet. We make 15 pallets per hour to send to our California and Atlanta distribution center. But wait, there's one more thing to show you. You're now standing at the Variety Pack. This produces the #1 SKU for excess. That's US Blast Variety Pack. When we first started up in this operation, we struggled to do 5,000 cases in a week, and now we produce 10,000 cases a day. And that concludes the tour. Wanted to take a moment to say thank you to the family for the investment, our ABOs and customers for continuing to believe in us, our manufacturing team for producing for our customers, and everyone that allowed us to get to where we are. Can't wait to walk you through the operation when you come in next time. Until then, we'll see you later.